Hi guys, this is Preston Odenbrett. It works now. I just realized that I went through the videos of the last three that I just did, and none of them, of course, were recording. I didn't realize that until I looked, because what happens is you have these headsets, right? And this headset specifically, it's a Jabra UC voice. It's decent, I love it, but there's a little button there. You can't probably see it. Well, maybe you can. And if you accidentally push that, I had to basically do something before I came back into the room. When it's red, you can't hear me. And for three videos, it was red. So I'll have to redo everything again. So we are on day 28. And what I wanted to say today, and you'll see this in the previous videos if I remember to do it, and I wrote it down, is I'm just kind of going over a little bit about what I do, where I've been. My second career, if you will, after I left the advertising firm and did very well for them, is I headed out on my own through a couple of things. Some things worked out okay. Other things were kind of a nightmare. I was working with a client that had a really unique concept. He did advertising on restaurant menus, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. And he put all the time and money into it, and I went out there and sold ads, and we basically got them out there, and people liked them. And then after a while, for whatever reason, uh, they never were delivered. And he basically said it was the printer's fault, and then the printer said it was the distributor's fault, but it didn't matter. It was our fault, and we didn't actually give the client what they paid for. So unfortunately, with that little fiasco, I had to basically pay all the clients back their money, which wasn't a fun thing to do. Then I ran into this guy who had a telemarketing service, and I wanted to see a little bit more about that. I have a little bit of experience in that, and he said that you're really good on the phones. Maybe you want to be part of my telemarketing. And I went, well, I don't know. I just don't like calling people all the time. And he eventually convinced me to do it, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is pretty nice, and it's kind of easy. You just basically show up and talk to people all day, and it was pretty easy. The scripts were there, and everything was pretty self-explanatory, and I did great in sales. And I noticed how much he was doing in sales, and I'm like, holy mackerel! I've never seen anybody make that kind of money that quickly. And I was a little cautious, and I said, you know what? I need to pray about this, and I told my wife about it because he wanted me to become partners with him, and I was really this close, seriously this close at partnering with him. And something in my gut, and my wife also said, don't do it. She didn't have a good feeling about it, and I'm glad I didn't, because 1 week later, the feds came in and basically stopped his whole operation. So I quit obviously a week before that, and moved on to something else. So that's it for that story. We can listen to the next story if you'd like. Otherwise, check me out at PrestonOdenbrett.com. I said in my previous videos, and hopefully remembers to say it, is Preston Odenbrett is a hard name to remember, but even harder to forget. So again, go to PrestonOdenbrett.com, learn about what I'm doing now, and hopefully we can work together soon. Have a fantastic day. God bless. And at least you can hear this one. So now I got to go back for the last 3 days and redo those. Thanks. Bye-bye.